1, 2, 3, let's go.
Wednesday afternoon, hoping you will tune into our show. It's hosted by Cuz.
Welcome back to the Alien Spaceship Talkshow podcast. And in case you're just joining us, you're listening to the Alien Spaceship Talkshow podcast with Emmy Hikins and Trevor Gear.
And my brother, Trevor.
A person's meat is another person's poison, is the old phrase, isn't it? What I might like doing, you might not. I mean, if I see a video, for example, of one of these guys or girls who climb aerials, they climb up tall buildings, often with no ropes or anything like that, and they just like taking selfies. They hold the selfie stick up there on the top of it, and I look down, look at the video, and it makes me physically feel uncomfortable. I feel a sort of a butterflies in the old tummy and stuff like that, and that is kind of, I suppose, a negative part of the negative bodily responses to something. And of course I'm feeling really uncomfortable. And behaviour-wise, if I'm just watching a video, I sort of promise myself I'll never, ever do anything like that. But to people who like that, some people like to live life on the edge, don't they? They need to feel alive, as we might say sometimes. And by putting themselves in danger, maybe even things like parachute jumps, which to many of us might sound pretty dangerous, but to others it's not. It's something they love doing. It gives them that adrenaline, this adrenaline which becomes a drug. And I guess in life, we're probably often thinking about what things can give us individually that wonderful buzz of happiness, of joy. Because if you think about it, emotions are on a spectrum. I mean, you can let's say surprise is an emotion. Well, it might be a simple surprise. I mean, we're both football fans, and the way I saw my team play last week and lost to the second bottom team who hadn't won a game since last October. This week we're playing another bottom team, Wolves, and if we should win, it'll be a pleasant surprise. So that will be good. But so that's a fairly mild, low spectrum part of surprise. It's still quite pleasant, as would be on it's our birthday and you've been out somewhere and you come home, you open the door and they all say surprise. They all sort of jump up, all the people who are there. That's kind of a bit more up the spectrum, isn't it? If you were surprised, if for example I was writing a book and I'm trying to get it published, and eventually after lots of rejections I get a phone call saying we're going to publish your book, you can imagine the joy and the adrenaline, these are all emotions that we have every day, every moment really. We're experiencing one emotion or another. Now, you gave some very good ones. Now, I've got a note somewhere of what this guy, Paul, right, he said, this Paul Ekman, after his research in the 70s, he said the emotions he could identify were happiness, sadness, disgust, fear, surprise, and anger. Now, the point is, again, if we go to the body reactions, you think you might be watching TV, you might be talking to someone in a shop or anybody else, even here. When someone experiences an emotion of whatever sort it is, there must be a million facial expressions, mustn't there? Probably some main ones, but you would know if somebody was, well, what should we say, one of those emotions. Fear, if somebody, we talked about the dog, if somebody was suddenly frightened, you would pick it up in an expression on their face. And for all these emotions, great, something we find funny, amusement, that's another emotion. You can see the way we sometimes laugh, probably at each other rather than with each other. Not really, but laughing is one of the great things, isn't it? Because they say it's the best medicine. It creates endorphins and dopamine, these hormones in your brain and all the rest of it. And it's a great thing to do, so we can tell. And facial expressions are universal as far as they can be. we tend to know what someone is, not necessarily what they're thinking, but what emotion they might be going through. If they're in a line in a shop waiting to be served, they could be sort of tapping their feet and getting a bit frustrated. And you mentioned, I think, frustration. We can tell if someone is frustrated. What we don't always realise is that when we're experiencing emotions, say frustration, that's often very visible. You know, we don't realise it. We're giving ourselves away. We don't think about what our brain is telling us to do. So yeah, these are the things, facial expression. And if we're angry, we might shout at somebody, God forbid, but that's part of being angry. We might stiffen up. Equally, if you just heard you've won the lottery, if you do the lottery, your gaze would be raised and you'd be walking like on air, and life would take on a wholly different meaning in the moments you realise you've won a lot of money, for example. So these are the things. So what I'll ask you now, Cuz, is let's take happiness. Happiness on the spectrum going up to joy, elation. That's a great word. I think you said elated, but it's a great word to describe happiness, isn't it? Which we all really are striving for. We want our lives to be happy and meaningful and so on. So what in your life either would you say gives you happiness, joy?
We're going to take a short break now. We're back shortly. You've been listening to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show with Trevor Gear and Emmy Hikins. The Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast is looking for sponsors. If you're a company out there looking to spread the word about the products and services you provide, please get in touch with Deepstuff Radio Podcast on info@deepstuffrecords.com, or to use the contact form on our website to contact us. Please visit radio.deepstuffrecords.com. Also, if you're looking to get involved on the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast, reach out via our Deepstuff Radio Facebook page. Thank you.
Say hello to old Mimi, Dr. Gladys and Rose, three beautiful ladies who join us on our shows. There's one other bro, sometimes joins us on the show. His contribution's thoughtful and smart.